Welcome back, everybody, to episode 4 of the Washed Up Sports Podcast. As you can see, we don't have Pat today. He unfortunately can't make it, so you'll have us two knuckleheads. So, with that being said, we have Luis Ortiz and Bobby Hanscom. We will be taking a look at the 2024 NFL Draft. We'll get into the NBA playoffs with the 1-2 seeds because we haven't gotten into those yet.
Right.
And then we will also be getting into a few headlines in the sports world. And as always, we'll be doing our washed up wagers.
Well, NFL draft this Thursday. Number 1 pick. Is it Caleb Williams? Will he be a right fit in Chicago, you think?
Oh, I think that team's going to be unreal. So with that, like Caleb Williams going there, like he may actually be the all-time passing yards leader in his rookie year because it's only 34,100 yards. So he could be their all-time passing leader in his first season. And he has the weapons to do it. He has Cole Kmet. He has Keenan Allen. He has DJ Moore. Like, that team is going to be very good. They built it very well around him. So Caleb Williams is the type to run the ball a ton. And he can actually be, like, stick in the pocket and actually, like, pass. And he's actually pretty good he's a pretty accurate quarterback as well. So I think that's going to be, like, perfect for why he's going to end up being better than Justin Fields was.
How about any other QBs? You know, there's a lot of other teams like needing a QB, especially our
beloved
Pats right here. What do you think they'll do?
So
at 3. Me personally, I would like Jaden Daniels. That's all I know. But
I would love Jaden Daniels. He, in my opinion, is the second best quarterback in this draft, hands down. I think Drake May is I think he's going to be good, but I don't think he's going to be on the level of Jaden Daniels. I think Jaden Daniels is honestly like the next Lamar Jackson. And I honestly see Caleb Williams being the next Patrick Mahomes, as funny as that sounds. Like, I think that could actually happen between those two. But Drake May, the style that he plays exactly like Josh Allen. Like, so I don't know. He could actually become great as well. But I think that the Pats should end up taking Jaden. And I know that Jaden's also had some controversy with Washington, where they brought him in on a group interview where he felt disrespected and thought it should have been by himself.
There's also a little bit of reports too. Like, I don't know if you've seen it, but Ayuk and Jaden Daniels are pretty good friends.
I did see that.
We can fact check that.
I did see. No, they're best friends.
Yeah,
they're both the same age, and they went to ASU together. But Ayuk followed, I want to say it was Kyle Duggar and KJ Osborne.
Okay.
I want to say it was those two.
Whatever helps Jaden Daniels get to New England, I would love to see that. Because I feel like we definitely need a QB.
Oh, absolutely.
I wish Pat were here, though, because what's going on with the Giants? Are they taking a QB at 6?
So
I wish I would have loved it.
I know. I would have loved to hear what he would say. I know, like,
Pat's a Giants fan, as you guys would probably just got, but if no one did pick up on that.
Yeah, no, I think the Giants should honestly look at going QB, but I don't think they will. I think they'll end up going like O-line or something. The Giants need a lot of help. They don't have any weapons. They don't have a quarterback. Their running back is Devin Singletary. Their defense is pretty good, but they have no weapons on offense. So if you have no weapons on offense, you're not going to score.
We'll keep it on the QBs for this last one, but, you know, a lot of people, obviously, you got Caleb Williams, you got Jaden Daniels, you got Drake May, great QBs all around. But there's one QB that everyone has been kind of telling, like, this guy's the real deal, and that's J.J. McCarthy. I just want to know what you think about that.
So I personally don't like it. I think J.J. McCarthy is going to be a bust in this draft. I don't think he's gone through enough on the field adversity to actually like do anything. Like how Drake May, Caleb Williams, and Jaden Daniels, they've all had down seasons. Where J.J. McCarthy's been successful his whole time, but he hasn't been the one to be down a ton in a game where he has to actually pass the ball and lead his team to a comeback. Where these guys actually have. So that's why I think he's gonna, fail in the NFL.
Do you think he goes high in the draft?
I think he does go high. I think he honestly, Top 10. I think he'll end up going top 10.
Okay.
Surprising take right here. I think the Jets should honestly take a quarterback at 10. That makes the most sense. They have an aging Aaron Rodgers. Like, they have...
Baby Zach Wilson?
They just traded him.
Oh.
They just traded Zach Wilson to Denver. So they need a quarterback and a young quarterback. So why not take someone who can sit a year behind Aaron Rodgers, let Rodgers go, and then you have someone to take over? I think that would be a perfect landing spot for JJ. Another topic of quarterbacks, Michael Penix. I think he should be a first-round quarterback. He's the most accurate quarterback in college football last year.
See, I would disagree just because of his injuries that he took just in the obviously in the college football championship. But I mean, I've never seen a quarterback throw the ball like he did, especially in the semis.
Yeah,
that was probably like Tom Brady-esque in my opinion.
Yeah,
just only lefty. Yes. Like that was insane. Pocket in the basket, every ball. It was insane.
And he was even getting drilled in that championship game, too.
Yeah.
And he was still making beautiful passes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's a couple plays that he missed a Dunze on a deep ball, but he'll get that. He'll miss those, but he'll get that eventually.
Yeah. Talking about Michael Penix, a lot of Pats fans would love to see him being taken in the second round. Well, you just said he's a first rounder. But I'm just saying, though, us being Pats fans, should we take Marvin Harrison Jr. at 3, and then hopefully wait for Penix at second round?
The thing with that, I've been also saying, there's a couple things that I've been saying about the Patriots, because obviously that's my team and I love that team. But I was thinking that they take Marvin Harrison at 3. Don't let the generational talent at receiver slide. And then you trade back into the first round. And then you take Penix. I know people are saying second round, but I don't think he's going to be there. I think you need to trade back in and take him with a late first round pick from maybe Dallas or something.
Do you think Marvin Harrison Jr. will be the first picked over Odunze and Neighbors?
Yeah, I think if anything, it would be Neighbors that goes ahead of Harrison. But I see Neighbors a lot like Justin Jefferson, where in college before they came out, they were both slot guys, but they could play on the outside and they could do those deep routes. And so I think Neighbors is honestly could potentially have a better career than Marvin Harrison, but I think you have to take Marvin Harrison at 1. He's been the unanimous best wide receiver since he's gone to Ohio State. So I feel like you have to take him in the top, but I do like Neighbors a lot. Neighbors is probably one of my favorite receivers. But out of the top 3, my favorite receiver, I would probably go with Xavier Worthy from Texas.
Okay.
He ran the fastest 40 time in NFL history. I think he was
like 4.22?
4.21.
4.21?
And I think he's going to be the next Tyreek Hill, and I think he's just going to burn people. I know he's like an older player too, but I think that he'll be one of the good receivers out of the draft class.
To finish off with the draft, everyone expects the top 10 to just go out and perform their first year, but who are these sleepers, you think? Who is someone that will probably get wiggle their way in, but actually become the real deal?
So I have 2. I'll give you 2. Mm-hmm. One is Jermaine Burton, the receiver from Alabama. I think he is one of the most underrated receivers in this draft, and he'll probably end up being a 3rd, 4th round pick. My other sleeper is running back Trey Benson from Florida State. He is an absolute dog. He has the grade to be a 1st round running back, but he's not going to be. So I think that Trey Benson's going to be that guy, and I think he's going to be the one that ends up going in the late 2nd round. And I see him honestly going to Dallas at 56. All right, everybody. So now we're going to get into the NBA playoffs. We went over the 4-5 games and the 3-6 games. So now we're going to go over quickly the 1-8 game and the 2 versus 7 games. So Lewis, do you have a something that's going to come out of this that speaks to you?
I mean, something coming out of it. I just feel like the Celtics, just the way they played that game 1, he'd have no chance. He have no chance of winning a single game we'll walk into Miami and just obliterate them. I feel like that first round matchup's over.
So do you think that like, honest opinion, because I have my opinion on this, but do you think that the Caleb Martin thing against Tatum, do you think that was intentional, or do you, like, they called the timeout 30 seconds prior, and then all of a sudden,
according to Scal, they called us a timeout 30 seconds prior. They called the code red. I think they always have something up their sleeve. That's why I never wanted to play them in the first round, honestly, because, you know, they're just going to fucking try to, I don't know, it's that culture, man. People can see it another way.
Heat culture.
But, you know. Tatum got right back up, and that's when I knew this dude is locked the fuck in this playoff. All right? 1 down, 15 to go, baby. Let's go. We'll stay on, like, the Celtics topic real quick, because I feel like a lot of people are going to say Celtics only blew him out because no Jimmy Butler. No.
Yeah, I agree. No.
Not a shot. Not a shot.
No, it would have been scary like last year, but this year is just different. Like, the Celtics
man.
This Celtics team is different. Like, one of the best Celtics teams, in my opinion, of all time. I get, like, obviously you've had those great teams, but, like, this is honestly one of them.
And the only icing on the cake is that championship.
Exactly.
It's the only thing.
Exactly.
So I'd agree with you on that. 2-7. Knicks 76ers. One person. Miles McBride. Who is he? Where did he come from? Because goddamn boy can shoot the ball.
Deuce McBride, you mean? The guy from West Virginia? That's absolutely. He was a dog in college. He's a dog still. Like, he's an animal. But I honestly don't think the Knicks even are going to win this series. I think the Sixers are going to take this in 7 with Embiid coming back. I mean, the Knicks don't have the big man presence to really affect Embiid, where I think that they can just roll over them, and they're going to end up having some tough games. But I think the Sixers actually will win this in 7.
Now, moving over to the West here, the Pelicans looked awfully good. I mean, did they look good, or was it just bad offense on both sides? I see
why you said awfully good, because they didn't look good.
Yeah,
but
I had to stop myself there, you know.
I like that. But, yeah, I mean, the Pelicans without Zion, and they're somehow giving the Thunder the 1 seed a run for their money. Shea's first playoff experience. How is that going to affect him? It looked like he started off terrible yesterday.
This entire game 1 just came down to who played the better defense, you know. Last possession of the game, CJ has it, but, you know, Thunder got it done. I don't know why, but I feel like the Pelicans could be this 8 seed to beat the 1. If they play like they did, minus the fact that Brandon Ingram shot 5 of 17 from the field. Like, if that dude made 3 more shots, they would have won.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
You know, McCollum did what he had to do. Murphy, Valanciunas getting boards, dude. They were going at them.
Yeah, Trey Murphy had, 4 threes?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was balling.
5, sorry. My bad. 5 for 12. They seem like the vet team. You can obviously they played at more of the Pelicans' pace, I'd say.
So the Pelicans were the reason why I thought that they could potentially upset the Nuggets. That's why, if you guys remember a couple episodes ago, I did say the Pelicans-Nuggets game series was going to be good. So, why not be the Thunder? They're a young team. They could honestly beat this team. And then say they go into the next round, they get Zion back. Boom, now they look even scarier than they just were. Because now they have the elite player of Zion who had 40 in the game against the Lakers before they lost. Mm-hmm. So why not? Speaking of the Lakers, though, that series against the Nuggets, I think it's going to be a good series. It's a Western Conference Finals rematch from last year.
How about LeBron not shooting the ball until 2 minutes left when it's pretty much over in the 4th?
Hey, it happens. Just like, you remember, that's why we always said that he wasn't elite, because he never took those late game shots. If you guys remember when he was on the Heat, he was never the one taking those shots. It was always somebody else.
I mean, he is one of the greatest players of all time. It's kind of tough to say that he doesn't like do good in the clutch because he's a tank. He's just shown it. But I also feel like he can't do it himself, especially at the age he is now. He's not that bouncy dude we used to always see on the Heat or on the Cavs, But D'Angelo Russell 1 for 9 from 3. I mean, play it back, Pat saying he was washed because that raised my eyebrow when he said that. But I mean, clearly he's back to the post game threes after playoff games now.
He shit his pants.
He sure did. Game 2 tonight. You think they respond a little more? You think D'Lo will have at least make 2 threes tonight?
Watch, D'Lo will probably go out and have fucking 5.
He might go 6 for 10. He might go 6 for 10. He
may actually be like an all-time GOAT. With how he plays.
Bringing it back from all the way from last year, the Nuggets now 5 games in a row have beaten the Lakers in the playoffs. Lakers, you know LeBron knows. LeBron definitely knows he's 0-5 in the last 5 against the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Coming out with a triple-double?
LeBron, see, I think this Lakers team will come out tonight firing on all bases. But I think that Austin Reeves finally gets it going back again. Like AD needs to come out of nowhere and play well. Like he hasn't.
I mean, he had a great game 1.
Every time he plays the Nuggets, somehow he gets shut down. Like he averages, I want to say, it was 22 points a game against the Nuggets, where like in other games against other teams, he averages like 26. It's like he's a complete different person when he plays them. So AD needs to show up in this entire series if they want to actually do something.
No, the entire Lakers team needs to show up because LeBron and AD definitely can't take down the Nuggets by themselves. Like they're the defending champs for. All right, guys. Now we finished up with NBA playoffs. Now we're gonna go into the random news and sports. But I want to give a moment of silence to the Toronto Maple Leafs player Timothy Lindgren. So please take your hat off.
And I would like to have another moment of silence for the NBA career of Jontay Porter. Thank you.
We're at a moment of silence, but we would have done it for their third brother as well. What's his name?
Coben Porter?
Coben Porter,
who just killed somebody in a DUI hit and run. So RIP to that lady.
All right, so Jontay Porter, two-way player for the Raptors, suspended for life. Banned for life, sorry. What do you think about that? Well-deserved?
It's deserved. It's deserved because it hurts the integrity of the game. Deserved. But at the same point in time, they let people in who assault other women and other things, and they're not banned for life. So it's like, I don't know. I do agree that he should be banned for life, but like it's stuff like that. That's also like, you gotta do a little something too with that.
Right.
But he bet $51,000 and ended up winning $71,000, so he only accrued $20,000. It's like, was it really worth $20,000 to go and wait and ruin your entire NBA career?
I mean, $20,000 or a two-way player contract. What is that? Like veteran minimum, I would say, like 1.275 or something like that million,
something like that.
Like, I don't understand why that just placing a bet on yourself, 2 separate occasions, like. Who in their right mind does that?
So it wasn't even like it was just himself either. Like, it was him telling other people, yo, I'm gonna go fake an injury real quick in this game. And they're like, okay, I'm gonna throw a crazy amount of money on it. And they were putting up like $80,000 bets on him when they were, like me, doing like $25 bets. And all of a sudden it's an $80,000 bet on Jontay Porter, like, and then he gets hurt. Come on.
That was like that'd be like me putting like $80,000 on Taco Fall going like fucking under 4 points or something when he was on the Seas.
Yeah.
Like, It would never happen. It never happened.
No. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. Why would you want to ruin your career like that?
I don't know if you watched the Pat McAfee show, but our boy, loved father, coach, dad, dog dad. Oh, man. Belichick was on the show. I know you definitely watched it. What are your takes on that?
I actually love it. I think it's great. I love it, and he's going on there to co-host with McAfee during the NFL draft too. Like that's going to be super interesting to hear the inside scoop of Bill Belichick, where no one's ever been able to really hear this.
Dude,
like
10 years ago, not even like 5 years ago, he would actually like never have said yes to this.
No.
But now all of a sudden he's doing it. I think he's bored. He's a little bored.
Do you think?
Because he's not doing anything. He's not doing any draft thing for the Pats anymore.
Yep.
So like, he's got to talk something, man. He's itching for some information.
Yeah. Speaking of like not being able to do it, did you hear what happened with Robert Kraft with what he told the Falcons about Belichick?
Tell me about it.
So Robert Kraft, the Patriots owner, ended up like had a conversation with Arthur Blank and told him pretty much that Belichick was too much to handle and not to hire him. So then the Falcons just went out and they signed a different coach. So they didn't end up signing Belichick. Like, why wouldn't you still want to take a risk on Belichick?
So do you think that could be the reason why Belichick all of a sudden went on the McAfee show?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's trying to get his name out there, telling people, like, yo, I can still do this. Like, this is how I do things. And, like, he also gave them, like, kind of like an inside scoop of, like, what they actually do at the end of the draft and why they trade out of it and, like, why teams will trade back into it. Like, he said during it that the reason why, like, he ended up trading back with the Ravens that year, they drafted Lamar, was because the Ravens wanted to trade back in, take Lamar, so then they could have that. I don't know if you knew this, but like in the first round picks, they always get a 5th-year option. So they wanted to trade back in and take Lamar and get that 5th-year option, where if he was not in the first round, he's not getting that option. So I think it's kind of cool to hear him with all those insights. Now, Lewis, do you think that Bill Belichick, do you think that he could still be a coach in the NFL right now?
I mean, my opinion, age is just a number, man. Bill Belichick has done so much with the Pats. Like, I feel like the same discussion happened with Tom Brady when he was leaving New England, Can Tom Brady still be a quarterback, and what did he do? Prove the haters wrong. I feel like we should give Bill that opportunity, have him coach somewhere else. I would have loved to see him in Atlanta, but fucking Kraft wanted to fuck that up, I would love to see him coach again. I feel like he does still have that capability of becoming a coach. Maybe not in the way he wants to, but if it's any way, it's Bill's way, and Bill will find a way to become a head coach in the NFL again. I do feel that.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you because I feel like the thing with this year is there's going to be a lot of teams that are so quick to fire their head coach because there's so many good coaches out there. Like you have Vrabel, right. You have Belichick. So it's like I feel like those guys are going to honestly be either in their mid-season or after this season.
Like let Belichick drop dead on the field. I don't care, man.
Let the man get Shula's record.
Yeah. I guess we got to finish off with our washed-up wagers. As you guys know, that Pat has not been here, but the tradition must go on. And we'll tell you guys Pat's pick first, and then we'll have Bobby go, and then me go.
Yeah, so I would like to make an announcement to start this off. I know we said that we wanted to do a punishment on the podcast, so we're actually going to be doing. We're going to wax strip off some chest hair or something, on video on camera, and have you guys watch the pain we go through. Yeah. So, anyways, Pat, as he can't be here, he's 4-4. He has the Cavaliers for the series pick against the Magic, and he went 0-2 last week. He picked the Warriors and the Pelicans, which that did not happen. So for this week, Pat's picks are the 76ers +6, the Oilers money line for tonight, and the Padres money line for tonight. $10 to win you $46.66. Now, for my picks, I am also 4-4. I took the Magic to win the series. I went 1-1 last week because I took the Kings to beat the Warriors and the Pelicans to beat the Lakers, and that didn't happen. But my picks this week is the Orlando Magic money line tonight against the Cavs after that horrible game against Cleveland.
You need that for your series pick, too.
I do. I have the Las Vegas Golden Knights money line tonight against the Dallas Stars. And I also have the Cincinnati Reds money line. That is $10 for $118.63.
All right. Well, as of right now, if the month were to end today, I'd be the one waxing my chest in front of you all. But I'm going to go 3 for 3 here, and I'm going to give you guys the locks of the day. All right. So I'm at a 3-5 record, but obviously 3-0 tonight. I have AD over 0.5 threes. That's plus money. The Bruins money line, hammer. And I like the Braves money line today. I'm 0-2 on MLB picks. I will have you know I've only bet the Diamondbacks for my previous ones, so today I cautiously did not, and I avoided the Diamondbacks. So if they were to get up 6, like the last 2 weeks I bet them, bet who are they playing? Bet whoever they're playing. All those 3 picks, we got $10 for $55.78. Lock of the day.
All right, now everybody, thanks for watching episode 4 of the Washed Up Sports Podcast. A reminder that we will release new episodes on YouTube and Spotify every Tuesday and Friday. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and give us a follow on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok as well. Our usernames for those can be found in the description of this video in the link below. As always, stay washed.